Welcome to the Solimi Dreams channel. Gently turn off the lights in your room, slip on your headphones or set the volume just right and close your eyes. I hope sleep finds you peacefully, perhaps even before the story comes to an end. So now, without delay, let me softly begin tonight's story. The Whispering Ward. On the outskirts of a forgotten town in Maine stood St. Mary's Hospital, once a beacon of hope, now a crumbling shell harboring unspeakable secrets. It was a place where shadows lingered, whispers echoed in the dark, and sanity hung by the thinnest of threads. Sarah Evans, a young nurse transferred from Boston, arrived at St. Mary's one rainy October evening. Thunder crackled above as she stepped through the rusted iron gates. The hospital loomed ominously, its windows dark except for a dim glow on the fourth floor, the psychiatric ward. As Sarah entered, an old receptionist glanced up, eyes hollow, barely acknowledging her. "Fourth floor, night shift," she whispered with an unsettling smile. Sarah nodded slowly. "Good luck." The elevator creaked upward, stopping abruptly on the fourth floor. The doors rattled open into darkness. A faint cry drifted down the hall, soft, mournful. She felt her heart race. Dr. Thomas Maxwell met her halfway, his pale face illuminated by flickering fluorescence. "Welcome to St. Mary's," he murmured. "You'll quickly learn that this place has its peculiarities." "What kind of peculiarities?" Sarah questioned nervously. Before Maxwell could reply, a blood-curdling scream erupted, shattering the silence. They sprinted towards the sound, finding patient room 418 empty, the bedsheets twisted violently, splattered with fresh blood. A window swung open, wind howling through it, carrying a faint laughter that faded into sobbing. Sarah trembled, her voice barely audible. "What happened here?" Dr. Maxwell hesitated. "It's happening again. Patients vanish, always from this ward. Always at midnight. They call it the Whispering Ward." "Who calls it that?" Sarah asked breathlessly. "The patients, those who survive. They say the walls whisper secrets, driving people mad," Maxwell whispered, glancing fearfully around. Sarah refused to believe in ghost stories, but soon every shift became a nightmare. Lights flickered, voices murmured incomprehensibly from empty corridors, shadows darted at the edge of her vision. The patients babbled about a woman named Lydia, a nurse from decades past, who supposedly killed 12 patients before jumping from the roof. Then, exactly 1 week after her arrival, the whispers became clearer. "Sarah, Sarah, join us." She froze, spinning around. No one there, just endless halls bathed in sterile gloom. Later that night, a scream drew her to the old operating theater, abandoned and sealed years ago. She forced open the rusted door, heart thundering, Inside, her flashlight revealed walls smeared with dark symbols. On the floor lay Dr. Maxwell, pale and lifeless, his eyes wide with terror. Above him, painted crudely in blood, was a single phrase: "You cannot silence the whispers." Footsteps echoed behind her. Sarah spun around, flashlight shaking violently. Standing in the doorway was the receptionist, grinning wickedly, eyes vacant, yet impossibly alive. "You've heard them now," she whispered hoarsely. "You can't escape." Sarah bolted from the room, racing through endless corridors. Whispers chased her, growing louder, piercing her mind, drowning out her sanity. Every door slammed shut as she approached, trapping her deeper within the labyrinth. Finally, cornered in the room where she began, room 418, the whispers turned to laughter. In the cracked mirror, she saw not her reflection, but Lydia's ghostly face smiling cruelly back at her. "You belong to us now, Sarah," it hissed. Outside, lightning flashed, illuminating the twisted figure of Sarah Evans as she screamed one final time, her voice joining the chorus of endless whispers that haunted St. Mary's Hospital forever. I hope you've already drifted off into a peaceful sleep. If not, I truly hope the upcoming stories on my channel will help you get there. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'd be so happy if you liked and shared this video with your friends. It means a lot and gives me the encouragement to keep creating more stories like this.